How about Rustam Babayev versus Todd Hutchings?
For me, probably my personal most anticipated match of the night. I love it because Todd Hutchins is doing unbelievable things that are lifting the bar for our sport. To be the world champion at his age, and correct me if I'm wrong, is he 58?
59, I think.
59,
Or 58
even better.
or 59, yeah.
So 58, 59, Todd Hutchins, current world champion, 95 kilos. It's why I love the sport, that you can be that old and still be the world's best. One of the big reasons. And Todd has put on such a display. He's been the best representative from Team West, I think, for a long time. He's been Mr. Reliable for Team West. And he only has one weakness, and it's Rustam Babayev. Historically, he only has one weakness, and it's Rustam Babayev. And I love that, because I love arm wrestlers who aren't afraid to take on the worst possible case scenario. And when Todd took the title back off Irakli last time he pulled, I wondered myself, I thought, who's Engen going to give him? And as soon as I heard Rustam, I thought, fantastic, that's great, because that's the one man that Todd probably fears deep down, is Rustam Babayev. And Rustam's never lost a round to Todd. Seven pulls, 7-0.
8.
Well, eight pulls?
Yeah.
8-0.
In 2005 Zloty, one time during the qualifications,
And
one
then
time
in
in
the
the
final.
final, and then 6 times in a super match, yeah.
Yeah, and when I've looked at the footage of their old pulls, Rustam just seems so comfortably in his power, and Todd seems to be searching always for stability in his lane. Todd never, I don't know whether it's the ratio, the length of their forearms, Rustam just he's in his groove always. Mm-hmm. And Todd was, where's the groove, can't find it. So I think that the biomechanical matchup is just advantage Rustam. But Todd has changed since then.
For sure.
Todd.
For sure. I will tell you something, when here is changing, everything is changing.
Yes.
And I think that right now Todd is much more knowledgeable, much more experienced. He was experienced and knowledgeable as well, but he started arm wrestling very late, and I think some people are just smart.
Yeah.
And they are always learning, and you learn as much as you experience.
Yes.
You can't just sit at home and try to figure out things. You really need to feel and experience.
And Todd has been more active than Rustam.
Yeah. At the East versus West, trust me, the level increased only because all these athletes made each other better.
Yeah.
And they were already good, but they every time they meet, like the competition level is just making them more. So that is one of my doubts about coming back to arm wrestling, because
the levels,
because I look at it like at the beginning I was like, I think I can beat Samusha, and then later it was like okay, you're taking his wrist, you see that, but how about finishing?
Yeah.
You know? That Aydar Khan and the Sasha failed.
Sasha couldn't do it. Yeah.
I know how to beat him, but it just because you know how to beat him, it doesn't mean that you can do it.
Yeah.
Like you really need to like while talking, like you really need to if I cannot beat him that way.
Yes.
I cannot beat him like you do overpronating. What you need to do, you need to control his here.
Yes.
And then stay here, not overpronate. Every time you overpronate, you live in the pressure here. If you want to control here to stop this pressure, you need to make sure that the bottom 2 finger and this tendon, while having the defensive, you need to
control
press
control and power.
Overpronate, you miss in here. Once you miss in here, and then the next thing, hold his body versus your brachioradialis, which I mean, if he was someone who can't pull that way, like I give my chance 95% against him. But just, I mean, he has strong joints. He has very strong shoulder and the elbow joint. Anyway, so let's go to
the prediction,
the winner.
I am a huge fan of Todd, but my head tells me, my heart says Todd, my head says Rustam. For all of the extra pronation that Todd has in his game now, I just feel like Rustam. No, he just owns Todd. He has the keys to his house and drives his car whenever he wants. I feel like he just has the lane and the speed that Rustam possesses. I know Todd Hutchins. I've been with him before at a tournament, and he said to me, "Oh, I'm American fast. I'm not Bulgarian fast." Like, so Todd isn't quick off the go like Rustam is. I think Rustam deserves to be the favorite given his 8-0 record over Todd. But if Todd wins, I'm not surprised. But
but you are saying on the paper it looks like 52-48 or something.
Yeah, I think just a little bit towards Rustam.
Yeah. You know where Rustam progressed. Where Todd progressed, as you mentioned, the pronation is where Rustam is the strongest. Which is hand and wrist.
Yeah.
You understand? Like the hand and wrist, when you're attacking there, it is just like sometimes it is even better to attack his arm than going there.
Gotcha.
But you know, there is something, Ryan. Trust me, what I am saying is 100% sure that is correct. The biggest weakness of everyone in some way is their strongest point, because they are totally.
They need it.
They need that.
Yeah.
And once they lose there, they lose a lot because that is where they are depending.
Yes,
you understand?
Yes.
So what I'm just saying, if somehow Todd neutralized that wrist, that Rustam may not lose it, but he just stays there like hang on the pronator.
Yeah.
So that's what I am saying. That like
if Todd's pronator stays high, Todd will win.
Strongest part of Engin is pronator.
Yep.
But just imagine once it's controlled.
Yeah.
Then you understand what I mean? Of course, it's very hard. It's the same with the Rustam. The hand is the strongest, but once you neutralize the wrist, and then everything is
the side pressure is not so savage.
So it is
anymore.
just like maybe Russian roulette. You know, you try, but I don't think Todd is coming there only with one game plan. And another thing is that, like we talk about how smart Todd is, how much experience compared to before, but the opponent he has is not a novice. 20-time world champion.
Yeah. Very
I beat Rustam in 2001 WAF.
Okay.
And after that event, till I think 2013, he didn't lose any in his category, like for 12 years.
When I started the sport in 2013, Rustam was one of the people that I studied because I was so impressed with how well he moved, and I remember watching him and Prudnik having battles for the Ukrainian nationals and things like that.
So it's very, very hard to surprise Rustam.
Yes.
But if one guy can surprise, it is still Todd. But you can't underestimate Rustam. Rustam, I don't think that you will do something that he has never experienced, while he has an opponent that is very unique. He has pulled him.
I feel like the passion in this match is going to be very high too.
Yeah.
I think the room's going to come alive for this match.
Very, very important match. That is the like we have Pauline, we have Michael Todd, and then we have Todd. Those are all the representatives. Matt, and then like they are heroes from where they are coming from. Like I mean, they should be heroes because I mean, listen, like we are talking about world level arm wrestling, and then you are having these guys to represent. Not everyone has capacity or the balls to target East versus West stage. You know, like I mean, that's hard, man. It's hard. You know, just like seriously.
Well, and Todd has made statements that he wants to dominate the 95 kilo class for the next 10 years.
Yeah, he's talking about. But sometimes, you know, I don't know. Like my mind says not possible. He's 59 years old. But I mean, like if he would ask me when he was 49 that he will be world champion at 59, I would say no. I would say no. So you said that score.
Well, if Rustam's going to win it, it's going to be 4-0. If Todd's going to win it, it could be
4-0, 4-3.
Anything from 4-0 to 4-3.
Oh, even 4-0, it's possible.
It could. If that pronator is dominant, then he will do a 4-0. But there could be a big comeback on. I don't see Rustam with a comeback win. His will be decisive or nothing, in my opinion. Yeah.